Hello everyone, it's Debbie. I'm here today to show you the chipboard that I use when I do my various projects, mini albums. Just recently showed you guys a vintage stationery box on A Lady's Diary, my collection, as well as a correspondence folio. All of these I used or I made using this medium weight chipboard from Joann.com. So anyway, the chipboard does come in a black. It also comes in a natural color, and it also comes in a white. And then on the back side, they did choose to put the natural color there. But the chipboard does come in a 25 pack. Here I have the black. And the black is number 2079317. The white would be 2079200. And the natural is 2082303. I really like this chipboard. I've had a lot of success with it, and the price is wonderful. So go ahead and check that out on Joann.com. But I also would like to talk to you guys about different ways that I have tried to cut my chipboard. And the first way that I tried, only because I had the item available to me, was to use a rotary mat with a ruler and a rotary cutter. This one is okay and not my favorite. However, it does work. It does work if this is what you have available to you. I do like to use the registry lines, this horizontal line, any of these horizontal lines, and the vertical line, so I know that I have my chipboard squared off. Very important with your projects to know that you have a squared off item. So I would go ahead and mark wherever I need to cut this using the ruler up above, or just marking on this if that works for you. Then I would use my ruler and holding that very tightly down. You want to make sure that this doesn't move because this is very slick, has a tendency to move around. So make sure that you hold that down, keeping your fingers out of this area here where you're going to cut. Go ahead and open that rotary cutter and then cut along the edge of your ruler. Okay, so that is one way, but be very careful with this rotary cutter. It's very sharp. You could also use an X-Acto knife if you need to do that, but I think that the X-Acto knife is really dangerous. But whatever you have available and that works for you would be great. Okay, and then secondly, anybody who does do paper crafting probably has a paper trimmer. I think that's probably pretty much about a necessity for paper crafting. And because the chipboard is so much thicker than just a regular cardstock paper, it will not cut all the way through, but you will get close. So go ahead and just measure off wherever you want to cut. Go ahead and run this couple, 3, 4 times, somewhere around there, and then pull it out. You will have a line here where you've made a cut, but to cut it additionally, I like to turn it over, following the exact same line here, measurement that you used before, run it again, and most of the times it will cut all the way through. If not, go ahead and get a scissor and cut, or a rotary cutter like I just showed you, or an X-Acto, and cut it all the way through. That would work well. Okay, and then another way that, and this is my preferred way to cut my chipboard, would be with a product like this. This is a Fiskars, and it does have, when you open this, there is a rotary blade in here that I am going to have to replace pretty soon because I've used it so many times it's getting very dull. But go ahead and put this on the line where you want to cut, on your measurements, and then for me, I have to run this through probably 4 times. You just press down and then run it through like so. Make sure you go straight down. This does have a little bit of give in it, and it will make a difference of, you know, a 1/16 of an inch if that matters to you. So it cuts through really, really well. So anyway, guys, this is my preferred way to cut my chipboard. There's also a guillotine type style cutter. I've never tried one of those. If any of you guys have and found that that works well, if you would add that in a comment down below, I'd really, really appreciate it. But for right now, this is what I like to use. While you guys are on Joann's.com, you might want to also pick up some of the basic ray magnets. I do use these, not so much the little ones. I have used these in a few of my projects for smaller, you know, pieces. But I definitely use the large magnetic discs on the projects that I will be sharing with you, the vintage stationery box and the correspondence folio. I also use those in almost all of my mini albums. So these are wonderful. So make sure you guys pick up some of those while you're at it. I'll try to post all of those links down below so you won't have to go look for them. But anyway, you guys get on to Joann's.com, get that chipboard, and get ready to start doing some crafting with me. Okay, guys, well, you have a fantastic day, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.